What do you thoughts at the end of that? Does it feel like a point game or two lost?
Two lost. Tough match, like we expected. It's a good side, form side as well. They were in a good momentum. After the last two defeats for us, we knew that was crucial for us to start well the match, to start on the front foot, to start to create problems and to be comfortable in the game. What's happened was clear the opposite. First minute of the match we conceded a goal in a moment that we are clearly in a good setup, and of course we have to be much more aggressive in that moment. We conceded a goal in the first minute of the match in terms of numbers with 6-2 inside our penalty box. Something that we are working on, and we have to keep working because it's a moment that we have to improve. But after that I have to highlight and to be proud of the reaction from our team and our players. Great reaction from ourselves. It was our obligation, I know, but it's tough. And they did it. They took the control of the match. We start to control, we push them back, they start to play in their own half, around their box. Start to create some danger moments around their box as well. We equalized the game, I think we deserve to clear it. And again happened the same. Second time they went around our box, they scored. And they had another chance in one corner. Great save from Berno. Second half, made some changes half time, not just the players, but some important details that made an impact in the game. Of course, TC and William, they made a great impact in the game as well. And our second half was all from ourselves. That is the truth. They play with 9 players around their box, just all up front. I know that they were winning. The responsibility was for ourselves to get the control of the game. It's tough to play against 9 players around their box and plus the goalkeeper. We equalized the game, and of course I think we playing so many time around their box with different decision in our third attack, last pass, last definition, last delivery as well. I think we could score even more goals. Was something that our players probably deserve with the effort, with the character they showed. Again, it's 1 point and you have to keep going.
And Gary O'Neill's just been in saying the penalty was a terrible decision and it was always a foul on Lama. What were your thoughts on that?
Gary said that. I understand what Gary is saying. What I want to say that all of us as a manager have to see some consistency in the decisions. And what for me is clear that everyone last week said that was penalty. West Ham against Fulham was penalty. I think everyone said that. I heard David Moyes saying in the press conference that was a clear penalty from Andreas. And if that one is penalty, consistent, this one has to be penalty 100% sure, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing, and this is consistent. That I think all the managers, myself, Gary, David, all of us, we want to see in a match day. Of course, all our complaints about last match against West Ham was not just a penalty. We lost that game because they scored 2 handball goals. The goals they should be disallowed. And if this penalty is a terrific decision for the referee, last game we lost a game with something unacceptable at this level that you are playing 2 handball goals with VAR decisions. That is the thing. Answer direct to you again. It's consistent that you want to see as a manager at the level we are. If that one is penalty, is 100% sure penalty as well.
Okay. Hello, Dan. Sorry, behind you.
Oh, okay. You spoke about wanting to see defensive improvement on Friday. Do you feel like the goals today, does that frustrate you a bit? And what do you feel like you need to do to improve defensively?
We are not happy, of course. We are not happy with in a team that in a game that we control almost all the game, and the 2 goals we consider coming from nowhere. Even if I know that was a good moment from Solanke first goal, they received that ball and went in between our 2 central defenders, something that we should have done much better. Definitely, the second goal was more or less the same, a long ball from Berno, and the reaction from ourselves. That is clear for me, and it's something that you have to work. I agree with you, definitely. When you consider 2 goals and the way you consider this afternoon, of course, we cannot be happy.
It's a Diop over Tosin and centre back. What was the thinking behind that? And what did you make?
Technical decision, just technical decision.
What did you think of Diop's performance today?
For the first game, in the second game, starting 11 because he played against Forest as well. He's adapting completely different philosophy, completely different idea than what he get used to do in the last probably three seasons at West Ham. Needs more time to get in his best because he has high quality, in my opinion, to deliver what we expect from him. It's up to us to keep working with him, with Toss, with Shane, and with Tim as well, to keep improving.
Just on Kenny Tete, do you know when he might be back?
I don't know.
Just finally, Harry Wilson obviously came off the bench again. How close do you feel like he is?
Needs time. Of course, it's important for him to have these minutes. Of course, the game was in a moment difficult as well, and of course, he needs more time to get in his best. But he needs time. He needs minutes in his legs, and of course, it's what we are giving him.
He still needs a few more appearances off the bench before he can start again.
Okay, it's up to me to decide. It's up to me to decide each game within what we plan, our strategy to the match.
Last couple of questions, John.
Was Mitrovic fully fit, fully match fit today?
If he's not fit, will not be on the pitch. If he's not fit, he's not be in the pitch. Of course, when a player comes from injured and probably, I don't know, probably the last 12, 13 days he didn't work with the team after the Newcastle match. Of course, it's not the same that you are playing and training every single day. He had some sessions during the week, some individual sessions with the group the last two days, and of course the feedback, I had a conversation with him, the feedback was positive from him, and I took the decision to start with him.